What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here. We are back in the world of Modsauce. Sorry it's taken me so long to get back to this series. I'm going to try and record a bunch of episodes today so that we kind of get caught up and have a decent amount of content. We decided to set up over here. I'm not quite sure where we had the initial meetup, but somebody's base is over here. I think this is Median Germans. I'm not sure if this is a person's base or if it's a randomly generated thing. We may go take a look at that here in a little while. But for now, this is probably roughly where we're going to start at. Is this little grove area here? There's plenty of trees. There's some nice stuff. And I'm kind of interested in using this little generated structure or whatever the hell it is to kind of build our altar. Now, for those of you guys who may not have seen the Magic Farm 2 video that I posted, that I've hopefully posted by now, we are going to be using this series more or less to replace my Magic Farms series because we were going kind of in magic mode over there, if you guys have watched it recently. So we're going to be utilizing this for all of those types of videos. So I'm going to be moving pretty much right off the bat into Bloodmagic. That's going to be kind of the big setup. After that, I'll be taking a look at maybe Thaumcraft and some of the other magic mods, and we'll just kind of see what happens from there. So we are going to try and get all the resources we need for the blood altar right off the bat. And then we're going to get started with the cutting and the slicing and the misery and the emo-ness. Maybe turn on some Justin Bieber so we can all, curl up together and in big schmucks or whatever they're called. Those little like onesie things where you just curl up with a cup of chamomile tea and just cry while we cut. So, but I'm going to get up on top of here, see if we can't get all the resources. You guys can see there's a couple nice little resource pockets up here. Nothing like finding redstone right here on the surface. I have no idea what this is or what it's a part of or really anything. I've never seen this before. That's one of the cool things about trying out new packs and things along those lines. And one of the reasons I did kind of want to sunset Magic Farm 2, as much as some of you guys may have liked it, is, I kind of like covering the new stuff because that's what you guys are interested in. A lot of the stuff in Magic Farm, as awesome as that pack was, has been out for a long time. It's basically the same pack since, last Christmas time. So I kind of wanted to cover some new stuff, get into some brand new things that might be a little different, and we could get kind of a feel for a few, some of the new stuff in Minecraft. So some of the things in this pack that we're going to be taking a look at least initially, I am going to be looking, let's see if I can get the mods to pull up. There we go. We are going to probably play around with advanced genetics a little bit. I want to be able to fly and not have to worry about it. I'm going to try and avoid applied energistics. It's not a bad mod, but the applied energistics number 2, he's changed it up and made it very, very difficult from what I've heard, and I'm just not sure I want to mess with it. I probably will do Jabba if it's in here, or Better Barrels, one of the two. We will probably get into big reactors eventually. Bloodmagic for sure. Definitely going to do some Bloodmagic. We may play around with Buildcraft, maybe. I probably will avoid Buildcraft just because I don't see the point in making a quarry when we have bound tools, which will basically allow us to mine so much faster than a quarry. It's not even funny. Let's see, what else are we going to get into? I have no idea what electrical age is. Enchanting Plus we will definitely be using the hell out of. Not sure what Enchiridion? Fuck, I don't know, man. Equivalent Exchange 3, that's a magic mod technically. We'll be playing around with that. I won't be touching factorization most likely until at least later game. We may mess around with Gendustry and genetic samples and all that stuff depending on how it works out. Probably won't touch Growthcraft or Harvestcraft. I don't know why hardcore questing mode is in here unless there's something special about it. We may get into mariculture a little bit later, specifically the exploration part of it. You can get underwater and stuff. We may do witchery as well. I'm going to try and stay away from mechanism. We will probably get into Mine Factory Reloaded because it's pretty much a requirement for effective blood magic unless you just really like slicing yourself. Project Red. That's one of the ones we're going to be covering probably in depth. I'm also going to be covering it on Techromancer, so we may not cover it as in depth here as we do there, or we may cover it more here than we do there. It just kind of depends. I just don't want those of you who are watching both series to get pissed off because you're having to watch the same thing twice. Soul Shards Reborn. Soul Shards, one of the nice things about that is it gives us the option to kind of bypass MFR. The problem with it, though, is it requires a lot of mob farming. So while it will technically allow you to make something very similar to MFR, unless you cheat, it requires you to kill a ridiculous amount of monsters. So we'll see how that goes. One of the other big things that's really cool is Steve's Factory Manager. If you guys remember from a while back, I covered Steve's carts. Steve's Factory Manager allows you to connect machines in a lot of different ways to do a lot of different things. So you can basically have a vanilla furnace act kind of like a thermal expansion furnace, which is kind of cool. And I probably will also take a look at thermal expansion eventually, because I believe they've gotten upgrades in there and I want to cover the upgrades. I've always been a fan of thermal expansion, so we may take a look at that as well. Finally, there is Witchery. Witchery is going to be another magic mod. We will probably take a look at that too and see what we've got. So it just kind of depends on how things go. So if there's a specific mod in this pack that you would like me to take a look at, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll do my best to bend to your will as best as I can. But we're going to be getting into Bloodmagic pretty much right off the bat. So one of the first things we need for Bloodmagic, if we do /blood, that should pull it up, or maybe not. Let's try this, Blood Altar. There we go. So for the Blood Altar, we need some pretty basic stuff. The only hitch really is diamond. We're going to actually have to go and find diamond. Gold's easy. I mean, we've already gotten, what, 2 gold? Yeah. So we've pretty much already got the gold. I'm going to try and avoid Tinkers. Because we are covering that in the Techromancer series, and I've built like 100 billion smelteries. So as awesome as Tinkers is, once we get to bound tools, we're really not going to use them ever again. And I don't mean that as an insult to Tinkers. Tinker's tools are amazing. Love them. But bound tools are just really cool. Plus, it's kind of challenging if I stick with just blood magic, because I kind of got to deal with what I've got here and then kind of make the adjustment accordingly. So I did get some nice gear from German's corpse. As you guys can see, I have German's head here. I have no idea what Baubles is. That's kind of okay. So it's like a secondary little inventory screen. Beautiful. I have a golden bag of holding, which apparently he had. I've never messed with these before. I don't know exactly how they work, but I'm going to put all this stuff in there for now, just to kind of open up our inventory a bit. There we go. Put all these books in there. Wait, is there actually quests? Is there actually quests to do? Holy shit, there is. Wow. Okay. That's kind of cool. I kind of like this. So, whoa, that's kind of cool. So there's a lot of different stuff in here that we may go and play with. Looks like he does have all the blood magic stuff, so we'll probably start focusing with that. I do have some, what do you call it? There's a ravine over here, I think it is. Well, maybe not a ravine, but a oh, there's a witch. I need to be careful with the witch. Don't play with her. Okay, yeah, right up here, we got a cave system. So I'm gonna go up into the cave system. We need to get 1 diamond so that we can make our blood altar. And let's see, what's the sacrificial dagger that we need? Right here. Sacrificial knife, that one's gonna be pretty easy to do as well. So we just need to get in there, see if we can't find some diamonds, and then we will pick up once we get back out to our little area. I probably should set a home here. Whoa, now that I think about it. I do love this dual wield thing. This thing is badass. For those of you guys who may not know how to do this, all you have to do is just press R when you have things, and you can kind of just equip it there. I don't remember. Yes, right here. You can set all your stuff, and then you have different. You can have like shields, I guess. I don't know. We'll have to play around with it a little bit and kind of get to learn it. But let's go ahead and set home here. Oh. So we don't have essentials installed. Great. So we can't do set homes. Yay! That's going to be so fun. In case you can't detect the sarcasm there, I don't think that's going to be fun. Not at all. All right, guys, I'm going to try and get over here into the cave. Let's see if we can't find some diamonds, and then we will pick up there. All right, so after doing a bunch of mining, we have managed to get a fairly decent amount of resources. I just realized I don't have any coal. We're going to need some of that. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to smelt anything once we get back to the surface. One of the interesting things that does seem to be in here about Hermitcraft, well, two interesting things. One's a good thing, one's a very bad thing. First thing is, it seems like everything spawns in, like, veins. Not quite like Techromancer, but like I found 6 diamonds in one vein, which is kind of nice. The other problem, though, is they didn't fix the ores. So we have like massive duplications of ores. I've seen at least 2 types of tin and 2 types of copper. It kind of sucks because then you end up having the same resource taking up 2 different item IDs for no real reason. You can fix all that stuff with the ore dictionary, make them all work together, and make them all talk, and just make one type of ore. But I don't know why we have the multiple types. You don't have to do that. But, you know, it's a minor issue. As long as the ore dictionary is in, you can usually combine the ores into one type. Otherwise, it's going to kind of suck when we end up with like a bunch of different types of ores. And if they didn't use the ore dictionary, then it may be rather rough for us to get any of the mods to even talk to each other, which, yay, so much fun. One of the few drawbacks, well, one of the many drawbacks, I guess I should say, about the current state of Minecraft modding. Nobody works with anybody. Well, that's not true, but there's a lot of pushback sometimes with certain mods want to work with certain people. Like, what was it? There was a big issue with thermal expansion, and I want to say it was either Industrial Craft or Buildcraft a while back, and one of the mods ended up having to completely rewrite itself because the other one didn't want anybody using their API, and it's just silly. It's just silly. Why we got to fight like that? Why can't we all just make an amazing community, an amazing game, and all work together, you know? That's just my thoughts. That's just my thoughts. What do I know? Oh, there's a skeleton. All right, let's get our dual wield out. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Are you a cow skelly? I thought that was a cow skelly. Ow! Okay. All right, you win. I'm not going to chase you into the water. That's just stupid. Which side? Hey, buddy. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, he's down. Oh my god, dude. Those skellies took a beating, didn't they? Good lord. Oh, there's little, like, pieces of skeleton everywhere. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. All right, let's see if we can get back to our base without dying. There's another skeleton. Good lord, skellies everywhere. Okay, this is our little pillar, or Mount Doom, if you want to call it. There we go. All right. Okay, so we need enough wood to make a crafting table. I hear somebody coming. Ow, you little bastard. Okay, he's down. God, I have arrows sticking out of all parts of my body. All right, we're going to switch this over. I'm going to build right here because I want to kind of have a spot that if I need to, I can build or barricade myself in because we may get to a point where we're in trouble. All right. I haven't died yet, legitimately. I mean, I died when me and German fought, I think twice. I don't see the counter. I know there's a death counter on here somewhere. I'm just not sure exactly where it's at. All right, so for us to make the altar, we need 4 pieces of smooth stone, 1 furnace, 2 gold ingots, and a diamond. So I'm going to put... oh, that's yellow, right? Not... Damn it. Where's the gold? There we go. I'm going to go ahead and put most of this stuff in my bag of holding. Thanks to German. High five, bro. Don't tell him that. He'll probably get pissy with me. All right. So we put our 2 there. We need to make another furnace. Definitely need to have that. And I think it was it 4 smooth stone? Yeah, 4 smooth stone. So I got to wait till... Actually, you know what? I don't have to wait. I can just put that right there. We'll take, what? 2 out. Put the rest back in. Put you in there. And then... Oh, God. I don't know why it's doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we'll let that cook right there. That gives us our 2 ingots. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We have our diamond, and then the only other thing we're missing is that. Now, while we're waiting on that, let's come over here and get some sand real quick. Because for some reason, the sacrificial dagger requires some glass. I don't know why. That doesn't makes sense. I mean, glass, I guess, is sharp, so I guess it kind of makes sense in a really weird sort of way. Not really, but who knows? Who knows? All right, so sacrificial dagger is right here. We should have almost all the materials needed for that. Let me get some iron out. We'll go ahead and do 3 pieces. Well, we'll do 5 pieces of iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do 8. Why 8? Because it gives us an even number. All right. So we should be able to make the blood altar now, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that's right, because we've got you still up there. Let's take you down. Now are you going to be nice to me? There you go. All right, so we got the blood altar. And I just realized, you know, we're going to need another furnace anyway. And yes, I know if we had made some other stuff, we might have been able to duplicate the ores. I know some of you are probably screaming at me. It's like, oh my god, if you'd made a smeltery first, you would have kept those 4 or 5 pieces of ore. I'm not really concerned about it. It's just a few pieces of ore. Not really that big a deal. Sure, over in the long run, it's going to add up. But I mean, in the short run, it's really not that big of a concern. Not that big of a concern. All right, we do need one more piece of gold. Am I missing all of the gold? Do we put all the gold in here? Okay, am I just missing the gold? That's yellowite. Did we only have 1 piece of gold? I know we had more gold than that. Where the hell did the gold go? Am I just missing it in here? That's yellowite, tin, copper, iron, silver, osmium, cinnabar. Not seeing it here. What the hell, mate? I know we had some gold. How much did it require for... Okay, so maybe it was just the 2 pieces. Maybe that's the only 2 pieces we had. I mean, I guess it's possible. Let's do a quick... Hey, buddy, how you doing down there? Let me kill you real quick. Yeah, you just dance. Just dance. Oh, dude, there's a little blood everywhere. It's twisted. Kind of like it. Kind of like it. All right, so it looks like we did only get the 2 pieces of gold, which is very problematic because an altar is kind of pointless if you can't cut on it. I mean, come on, man. Jeez, what the hell? All right, so I'm going to take a look at Paxels real quick. I'm not sure if... yeah, there's an iron Paxel. Oh, really? Really? Oh, God, how bad do I want to make an iron Paxel? Not bad enough. Not bad enough. So we're just going to make a standard old iron pickaxe. That'll work out just fine. Just fine. All right, I'm going to let that cook. We're going to head back into the mines real quick. I'm going to see if I can't find a piece of gold or 2, and then we'll pick up there. All right, so after a little bit of digging, we've managed to find a couple pieces of gold ore. Let's see. Sacrifice. There it is. There it is. So 1 piece of gold is really all we need, and then we're good. Let's go ahead and make that one real fast. Perfect. Perfect. And then we are going to need a bunch of smooth stone. That's one of the big deals about Bloodmagic is you pretty much always need smooth stone, like in hordes and hordes and hordes and hordes and hordes and hordes. Did I mention you need hordes of smooth stone? In case I didn't, you need hordes of smooth stone. All right, so the question is, where do we put our altar? We will need it eventually to be 5 high, if I recall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's our little height limit right there. So right below that coal. So we want to be up here and kind of in the center because, again, we're going to have quite a bit here. And I think that may be too much, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? It's our mountain, so we can redo the mountain however we want. So I'm going to do it with just this one for now, and then we can expand it or shrink it a little bit later on, and it'll be just fine. As long as there's nothing like horrible, evil, or just weird in this thing, we should be good. There we go. And I'm just going to slap this altar down right in the middle. There we go. Drop it down. And we don't have our divination sigil yet, so we can't really see what is in here. So let's see. Divination sigil right there. We need to make the basic orb. And then we need a blank slate. Blank slate is pretty easy to do. I don't recall the orb, though. It's been a long time. I think this is the... Oh, orb of testing. Yes, no. All right, so we need a diamond, which we've got. And then we need... Is there anything else I need from down here? Or do we have it all? Oh, the smooth stone. Yes. Righto. All right, there we go. And there we go. All right, perfect. Perfect. All right. So we begin the cutting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Since we're not in hardcore, I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive with the cutting, mainly because if we die, it's it's a minor oopsies and not a game oversies, which is drastically different. There we go. Okay, need to move you out. That should be cooking. It does not look like it is. Oh, that's because it's not smooth stone. Durr. Oh man, some days I feel a little special and not in a good way. There we go. Perfect. All right, we'll let that pop through. Give it just another second. Hopefully we got enough blood in there. All right, whoa. All right, so we're gonna need a little bit more blood in here before we can get to the next part. Holy shit, I really want to pop it one more time because technically we have a half heart. I'll go ahead and let it fill up real quick. One more. Oh, scary. It will flat out kill you. Which is definitely not something we want. All right, so while we're waiting on the blood to kind of come back into our extremities, go ahead and hollow this out just a little bit more. No reason not to. And we're going to put torches over here because this is where this is going to kind of be the backdrop for now. Eventually I'll hollow this whole place out and this will be the top of our altar as opposed to just a part of it. All right, and then let's dig this out because this is where our first batch of runes is going to go. Right here. And I'm going to go ahead and bust this out because we don't need it and it just looks funky in there. Well, it will eventually look funky in there. All right, so we need to look at our sigils. I believe runes. I believe our first batch of runes that we can use is going to be pretty basic. So blood rune is the initial rune that you can make once you get the stone. That's pretty simple. You have the rune of augmented capacity. If you guys remember from my Magic Farm 2 series, this is the one I was looking for. This one right here drastically improves the amount of blood that your altar can hold, so you don't get stuck at 10,000. I believe it's either 2% or I think it's 10%, and it's cumulative, I think. So like the first one's 10%, second one's 20%. It's like 22% and then 34% or something. I don't remember. Somebody did the math on the website. I don't remember it because, I'm just retarded. But we plan on using some of that. And then there's superior capacity, which is the one I was talking about. Speed rune. This one does require some sugar, but it is one of the basic ones. Efficiency rune. Again, pretty basic. Rune of sacrifice. That one is going to be a little too high for us. And the rune of self-sacrifice. That one too is going to be a little too high for us because we need a tier 2 altar. So the first thing that we're going to work for is the speed rune. And the reason that one's nice is it speeds up the process of basically everything. So like you can't really tell, but when you put something inside of here, it takes a little while sometimes to do its stuff, which is kind of freaking annoying. I want to see what happens. Okay, so we can't get down to a half heart. We just need to be really, really, really freaking careful after that. All right, so while we're waiting on our health to come back so we can slice and dice some more, we need to get some sugar. And the only way to get sugar is from sugarcane. And I'm not seeing any around here. Now, I did tell you guys that there was that little platform over here. We're going to go take a look real quick because I think maybe it's an NPC farm. And if it's an NPC farm, ship, or island, or whatever the hell you want to call it, it may have some sugarcane on it. And if it has some sugarcane on it, we can steal it. If it's somebody else's base, maybe they have a sugarcane farm and we can steal it. Either way, we're going to go steal some sugarcane. So that's pretty much going to wrap up this episode. We will go and take a look and see if we can't find some sugarcane in the next one. Hopefully you guys are liking this series. If you do, please slap that like button. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next clip.